Hi guys, I'm here to explain variables of Java. First, we need to know what are the variables we have in Java. Let's go. Yeah. Our today's topic is variables. First, what is a variable? A variable is a name is given to a particular memory location because we have so many memory locations and so many memory places. So we cannot find particular memory place by knowing the memory location name. So for that purpose we are giving a meaningful name. So that's variables. Variable is just a name given to a memory location. It should be a specific name and it should be meaningful. For that we have some naming conventions, rules. We will discuss end of this session. First, what is a variable? Variable is a name given to the memory location. That's it. It's very simple. And second one is declaration. How in just few minutes we know how we can declare a variable in a class and what are the types of variables we have in Java and how we should use those variables. Types of Java. Sorry, types of variables. The first one is instance variable. Second one these are three types of variables we have in Java. First one is instance variable, second one is static variable, third one is local variable. What is the instance variable? Instance variable means the variable which is declared inside of the class, outside of the method, and outside of the constructor, and outside of the static block is called as a instance variable. And the scope of the instance variable is we can use wherever we want. For example, I am declaring in one class and I want to use in another class. Yes, I can use the instance variable. Static variable means the variable which is declared with a static keyword. That variable called as a static variable. Just like a suffix name or prefix name we have, right? Everybody has a prefix name to their before their name. Like that, it also has one keyword that is a static keyword. Because of the static keyword, we can call the variable with the class name directly without any creation of object. We will discuss this one in future. Because static is an access modifier, it gives some levels of access. So the static variable is the variable which is declared with a static keyword, and the scope of the static variable is wherever we want we can use. Third one is local variable. Just local variable means the variable which is declared inside of the class and inside of the constructor and inside of the control statements or inside of the method. The scope of the local variable is within that method and within that loop. The loops we call it as a control statement. That there is a scope within the limits of a method or within the limits of a for loop, and uh, that local means just inside of the method or inside of the uh, particular function. And even parameters of a method also we call as a local variable, because we should use in that method only, and beyond that method we cannot use that variable which is declared inside of the method. Those type of variables we call it as a local variables. Let's see how can we declare. We have a syntax for this. First one, first we have to enter access modifier, then access specifier, and data type. Yeah, give the syntax. First we have to enter access modifier, and second one is access specifier, third one data type, fourth one variable name. For example, public static, public static int. Remember, this is a variable declaration, but we can leave or we have a choice to escalate these two for instance variable. And for static variable we have to enter this one static with the keyword whatever the variable name, but we have to give a static keyword to that. And third one is local variable, so no need to give any static or public for that. Yes, we have it optional, we can give a public, no, not a problem to the local variable, but the scope is within that particular place only, right? That's why we can give a public or private like that. Just friends, why can't we see all these things in with an example? Hey, see, this is also one method, public static void. This is the main method of Java, and the execution starts from here only. So now I'm going to create one more method inside of the main method or outside of the main method. Just public void. Why I'm writing this system.out.println because here I would like to show what is the output of the current variable. See, the best debugging, basic debugging technique is when you have a doubt. Some places you don't know whether the data is working fine or coming fine or the required data is coming or not. So at that place we can provide a system.out.println statement and we can get the uh, value and variable wherever we want. This is a basic debugging technique. So but friends, I prefer to use this one wherever you have a problem or wherever you want a particular variable data which is coming or which is going into the program. Let's use it. Sorry, this is only numbers, right? Yeah, that's it. This is a program we have and I'm going to save this. So our dot java file stored here. Now I want to execute this one. Hmm. Oh, this much error we have. I have code. Now I am going to execute this one. See, giving one error because and that one is local number. See the error first and the preferable debugging technique. Second one is first read and understand the error which we have in a console. By reading that error only we can find where we have a problem and where we can solve it and how we can solve it. See here at variable test.java, this is a file name and this is the line name 10, right? In the 10th line we have a problem and it's an error, that is cannot find symbol because it's a local variable. I written in the inside of a method. See here, public void function. This is a one method. In that I write int number of 3 equal to 13. So this is a local variable. So we can't use outside of this method. There we can print out this one. See, now I am going to remove this one from here and pasted it here. Now I am going to build this one. Yeah, it's executed and the dark class file is created here. See, this one is a dark class file. This one is a dark class file, right? So let's execute that one also. Java variable test. Now I'm going to execute this one. Oh, sorry, I entered the wrong file name. It's a spelling mistake, right? Yeah. This is the instance variable we have, and this is the static variable, and this is the local variable. So the local variables, I write this code, right? Public void function int number, and I use this variable inside of this method only because outside of the method when I use this variable it's showing cannot find symbol or cannot find this variable because the scope of the local variable is within that method only. So that's why we can't use outside of the method the particular variable where it's declared, and there at the place only we can use that one. And this is the three variables. See here I give a number to that. If I didn't give numbers to the variable. This is the instance variable. Now I am removing this value and static variable also I am removing the value. This is a number. So I am removing the values to the right. Now I want to execute this code because earlier we gave numbers to the variable, but now we won't give any numbers to the variable. And what is the output? Let's see the what is the output of the each and every variable. See, variable number 3 might not have been initialized. because we have certain rules here for the instance variable. If we didn't provide any value to those variables, the default it stores with a default value. So we have a primitive data type, right? uh, Byte, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean. These 8 primitives are stored with the default value when we declare those data types or instance variable. See, we have an 8 primitive types, right? Byte, short, int, long. When I declare instance variable, these data types, when we declare as an instance variable, it stores with the default value. Like for these are the integer category, right? Byte, chart, int, long. So the integer category variable stores with the default value as 0, and float. This is the floating category, so it stores with 0.0, and the double is 0.00. Char. For the character, we have some e, 000. This is the default value of the char, and the boolean is false. This is the default value. These are the default values we can get where these data types are used in instance variable without any initialization or assignment of that variable. And the next is, see here, and the static variable also, uh, if we didn't give any value to the static variable, it will store with the default value at the compilation time and execution time. As like, just we know this one, same as it is, these values are stored into the static variable also if we didn't initialize those variables. But the local variable should initialize with the, or local variable should assign with a number with a value, because if we didn't provide any value to this local variable, it won't initialize or it won't store the default value. So that's why it's showing some error. See here, variable number 3 might not have been initialized into number. So if we didn't initialize the local variable, it will like this. Variable number 3 might not have been initialized in number 3, and system.out.println, and this is the number 3. See, here I didn't initialize the local variable, that's why it's showing some error. So we have to provide values to the local variable, and we have an optional choice. So optional and choice are both are same, right? So we have a choice to whether initialize the instance and static variable or not. If we didn't initialize, automatically the compiler will allocate some value to that variable with the default value according to the data type. These are the data type, right? Int. According to the data type, the compiler will allocate the default value to the variable and its store. So for example, now I am going to give a value, this one 10, and save it. Go back and compile it. It's coming. Java variable test. See, if the local this is the instance variable, right? The instance variable is allocated with 0 and static variable is allocated with 0 and local variable what we given only 10. So it's given this. So here we now the when we didn't provide a value to the local variable, it should it shows some error message at the compilation time. As same like that, if we didn't give any value to the instance variable and static variable, the compiler will provide the default value according to the data type of the variable provides and stores it and compile it. These are all done at the compilation time. And what is the initialization assignment? I I am saying initialization and assignment at the every time in this particular code. So what is these two? Let's get to now. Initialization. See what is initialization? When the variable and where the variable is declared at the time the value which is given at the time is called as a initialization, or at the first step to provide a value to a variable is called as initialization. For example, int number equal to 10. This is an initialization. See, here I declared a variable and provided a value to that variable. This is initialization. And next one is assignment. What is an assignment? Assignment means from the second time onwards the value or some data which is provided to the same variable is called as assignment. Now I am going to assign number equal to 15 to the same variable. This is a variable, right? Number, and this is the same variable, but I am providing a value as a 15. See, I am going to modify this variable test.java file. What should we do? Just remove this one and this. And number 10. Number equal to 15. Yeah, this is so here this is the instance variable and I initialized at the where I declared a variable, and second time I am providing 15 value to the number variable. So see here, See, it's a non-static variable number cannot be referenced from the static context. Because why it's showing some error message like this, we have some rules and the static variable where we have to call, where we have to use. I will explain those rules in future sessions. That because of the variable is instance variable and the method, our main method is static method, right? See here, I declare the static. The static keyword where we have this keyword, those are called as static ones. So here we have some set of rules to access the variables in a static in an instance. I will explain those rules in future sessions. Just for purpose, now I call it as the variable. This is the object creation for the class variable test. By creating this class object, and I am providing a reference variable to that. Yes, we have another type here, right? Just now I said reference variable. Yes, the variable name which is used to refer a particular object or particular memory location. We call it as a reference variable. And most probably it is not important now. So that's why I didn't explain. In future I will explain the reference variable also. Just keep in mind the reference variable is the variable which is used to refer a particular object or particular memory location. That called as a reference variable. Now it's okay, fine, right? I call number with the reference variable. This is the reference variable dot number. Here dot is used to access a memory location or access a variable or access the current location of that particular object. So dot is an operator. We will discuss in the operator section this one. Dot operator. I'm going to compile and save this one. See, again saving our it's showing referenced from a static context. I'm going to compile this one. See, just compile. It's compiled. Execute. Yeah. Give the default value and give the assigned value. See the code. Right, I didn't provide any value to the instance variable, so automatically the compiler provides default value as 0 because the data type is integer, so it given 0 value to the number variable. And next, this is the I'm printing as a default value 0 here, and this one the system.out.print statement. This system.out.print statement printing the default value which has a number variable. And second time I initialize the number variable with the 15 value and printed that one system.out.println, and it provided the same variable has two values because at the instant initialization time I didn't provide any value, so the compiler provided 0 as a default value. At the second time I assign 15 value to the number variable and it stores in that. This assignment. Initialization means the variable where we declared. At the time if we provide any value to that, it's called as initialization. from the second time onwards, or from the second time onwards, after initialization of a variable, if you provide any different value to that same variable, we call it as an assignment. Yeah, that this is the assignment variable, right? Here we have some set of rules to declare a variable. First one is we call that the naming conventions of a variable. The first one is the variable name should not begin with a number, because there is one set of rules. First, the variable name, whatever it may be the variable name, it should not begin with the numeric values. It can be started with the special characters like a dollar, underscore, or something. And the total variable name should be in lowercase. It should not in uppercase. The total whole word, the variable name should be in lowercase, and the variable name should be meaningful, and recommended should not include more than 16 characters. And it's sure it's these are the naming conventions, basic naming conventions, and we will discuss all the naming conventions for a class, for a method, for an interface, for uh, declarations, all the things in particular separate section. Separate session I want to provide that one. Naming conventions for variable, class, method name, and interfaces and abstract classes. So we will discuss these naming conventions of variables and all the naming conventions, because it makes you simple to understand what are the naming conventions for different different places. Thank you, friend. Thanks for watching this video, and I will update every frequent sessions. Just go through the thing. If you like these videos, make some comment and don't forget to subscribe this video. Thank you very much.